Fire away.
You guys have now won so many close games like that, but at the same time, do you still kind of get nervous as they're driving down the field?
You get really nervous, but I do believe that our kids have bought into. We started talking about it this summer. You know, the stickers around the back of their helmets, the fist, it's the 4 C's to win in the clutch. And it's just something that we went through and met on it all summer. And I really do believe, kind of what Matt said, to start at UNLV and then the other walk-off win at Monroe. And I just think as it's gone on, they've really believed that we will wear people out in the fourth quarter because we work harder than they do in practice.
Saunders had a career night for you guys today. Can you talk about his progression the last few weeks?
He's just, you know, he's a downhill, hard runner that keeps his legs driving, has really good vision, and he's just getting better and better. And he's the one that's been hot, so he's been getting the carries. The O-line's been playing good. I think the fullback's been blocking good. The wideout's been blocking good, but he's just been running hard. I mean, just downhill, hard, keeps his legs driving. Has really good vision. I think that's something that's definitely one of his traits that he does a really good job of. Is he has great vision, and I'm just really happy for him, proud of him. He's doing a great job.
Obviously, he's the guy today, but how important was that running game, knowing that you're going up against one of the best pass defenses in the conference?
Yeah, that's very important. You know, because if you just tried to throw it every single down against them, then your quarterback's going to get whacked too much. You know, so I think it was really important to run it enough and establish the run, and then it was good to see it. You know, that's probably the first time Hightower's been full speed in about a month and a half. You know, so it was good to see him back fast and him be able to run like he can run and make some big plays for us too. So that was great.
You kind of have some momentum going into halftime. What's your message in the locker room to the guys?
You know, at halftime I just said, hey, we're up. We won the first half, and we didn't necessarily play as great as maybe we have sometimes on all phases at all times, but we played good enough to win the first half. Now let's go out there and try to start fast in this third quarter. I thought that 16-play drive we had in the third quarter for the offense was big. I would start wearing them out. And I go, and then let's just find a way to win in the fourth quarter, whatever it takes. And that was just a two great stops by the defense, really. You got the turnover, and they make them kick a field goal, and then at the end they stop them from scoring. So that was very good by them.
How do you kind of assess Matt's body of work as a whole today?
You know, I thought he played really well, except for those 3 stupid plays, and you can't have those, you know, and that's something that he knows. He knows better than you'd hate to see. It's not great to make the same mistake twice in the same game, but he made enough plays, and he battled and competed and was just a winner enough out there to get us the victory. So that's all that really matters in the end. But you know, I'm sure I would like to have those plays back, and so would he. But we'll move on and get better. It's a lot easier to move on and get better after a win than it is after a loss.
This South Alabama team has been up and down. You know, I don't need to tell you that they've played with some of the premier conferences and then, you know, played, you know, poorly against some of the bottom teams in the Sun Belt. But looking at their 5-5 record, did you expect them to come out into this game knowing that they might be fighting for a bowl spot, and if they lose this one today, they might not have a legitimate shot, that their season was on the line today?
Yeah, we knew we were kind of taking their best shot. That, you know, I think we felt like we had to line up. You know, they beat Mississippi State, they beat San Diego State. When they beat them, they were the only team that had beaten them. And there was some games where they played really well, and there was a couple of games where they probably would have they'd have played better. But we really felt going into it we were going to get their best shot because they're playing to be in a bowl game. You know, and so it was. I think it was one of their better shots, and we just kept fighting and fighting, and it was a great job by our players. And you know, again, how proud I am of all our assistant coaches. Did a great job preparing them and getting them ready to play, and it's just great by our players playing hard and finding a way to win.
Was there a point when you were considering going for that last fourth down, let Austin kick it, and obviously a great punt, but did you consider kind of going for it and extending the drive and running the clock?
A little bit, but not. You know, I thought Austin would be. What I was more worried than anything, I didn't want to get a punt blocked. You know, that was what I was a little concerned about. I did not want that to happen. But if there was one play I would take back, that was a stupid call on second down. You know, that was stupid. And it's the play before the corner's eyes were in the backfield. He just let Hightower run right by him. But that was not a smart call, so I should have ran it on that down too, to be honest with you. But I thought we got the down. It was 2:05. I thought he would stick him inside the 20 at least, and he did. And if that was the case, I thought we had a great chance to win.
football courts came out this week that Coach Holmes is taking the same position he has here at FIU. Do you have any comment on those?
No, I don't have any comments right now because as of right now, he hasn't told me that, you know, and reports come out on that stuff a lot. And it doesn't mean it can't end up being true, but as of right now, he has not told me that he's been offered a job there.
Okay, anything else about the game? All right, thanks, Coach.
You got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I guess you can talk a little bit about Ty Graham's play, and then what's it, you got?
Yeah, Ty, you know, Ty was a guy that a lot of people around here didn't think we should have signed him, and they're wrong, obviously. So, he done a great job. He flew around, made tackles, had a great interception. He's just a football player. You know, he's a winner. He's a football player. That's why sometimes you can't get too caught up in size and speed. And sometimes it's just somebody that's a football player and they know how to make plays. And he had a great game for us. And he's played good for us all year long. So he'll continue just to get better and better.
Is Akeem a little dinged up?
Akeem was a little dinged up from last week, so he probably wasn't at 100%. But man, is he a good football player. And he really helps us, and you couldn't meet a better young man in the world. You know, he's like the perfect football player you want, because off the field he's as nice and good of a young man as there is, and then on the field he just that switch turns and he's a mean, ornery, get after it guy. So really thankful that he's on our team.
One last question, the senior day, is this even more special knowing that a lot of these guys are your first class coming in?
It
It'll be
is.
the last game at the Kibbie Dome.
It is. It'll be a sad day. There'll be a lot of tears, but we need it to be a great day. We need to send them out as winners, and you know, that team out there today was really talented. Well, the team that's coming in here next week, they're really talented too. Georgia State's got a lot of talent. They might have as good looking wideouts and tight ends and linebackers and D ends as anybody in the league. So we got to have a great week of practice and really prepare, and that they have a lot of talent. So we got to be ready to play that game.
Cool, thanks, Paul.
Just kind of considering the results against the South Alabama team the last 2 years, does it feel especially good to kind of get the hump off your back and finally beat this team?
Yeah, it does. It does. You know, it's because this one really was a heart wrencher last year when what happened. So it was nice to beat them, and I really respect their head coach and you know, coach their offensive coordinator. Richard played for us at Louisville, and their defensive coordinator I coached with his dad at Southern Miss. So you know, it's kind of like going against family. So anytime you go against family, you always want to beat them. So I made it nice.
When one of your running backs has the hot hand, how do you kind of keep the other guys, I guess, motivated when
Yeah.
you're not the ones who have the hot hand? You know?
It's hard sometimes. I have to give the three of them great credit that I think they're all really good friends and they all encourage each other. You know, because there's some kids, if that was happening on some teams I've been on or even on this team with some other players, and their head would be down and they'd be, you know, kind of feeling sorry for themselves. But those three, whoever has the hot hand, the other two are always cheering them on. They're always rooting them on. They're always encouraging them. And I think, you know, they'll all just continue to get better.
I got a quick one, Coach.
Okay.
There was a moment there, I'm sorry, when they didn't end up overturning the interception and you kind of yelled out, "That's all right, we're going to beat them anyways," and I think the crowd kind of heard it a little bit and a little bit of cheers. Just how confident are you with this team, and how has that kind of built out throughout the entire season?
Yeah, you know, I just think it's the whole group. You know, we've all been through some tough times together. You know, and I think the more tough times that you've went through, it makes you tougher. You know, it makes your iron sharpens iron, and we've gotten struck by iron enough times. So we're a pretty darn tough team right now, and we're pretty we can fight through adversity, and we can make sure things happen and find a way to win no matter what. It's like we play another team that has a bye before they play us this next week. I don't know, that happens every week somehow.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks, Paul.
Thanks.